questions. We have 1 hour 30 minutes. We have 1 hour 30 minutes. Feel free to ask your questions. Right? Anything that is worrying you, disturbing you, that you think you don't understand, feel free to ask. I'm not going to teach. We are just trying to answer as many questions as possible. You can see that there's an event that was held in Abuja. A lot of new members came on board. If you are a new member or you're an old member that is experiencing something that you don't understand, please feel free and ask your question. We have 1 hour 30 minutes. By the way, when it's 10:30, we're going to end this session. So, King Galabi, you can check and see anybody that put up his hand to meet him. He or she should ask his questions. Thank you. We're open for questions. Or if you cannot unmute, okay, somebody is putting up his hand. I think King Lisa Bright. Unmute yourself and ask your question.
Good evening.
Oh, okay, Queen.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah. I just want, because I've been very curious and asking a lot of questions in the group. I want to know, I just really want to know everything. I'm new, and I see sometimes that signals are dropped in the group, and I don't know what these signals are or what they mean or how to even go about it. I've asked in the group, but I didn't get a response. So yeah, I'm just really very curious, because for now it's still the martingale strategy bot that is mining for trading for me, sorry. And I'd like to know if, because I asked before, I think I picked out someone in the group and asked if I could do one shots along with the cycle, and I was told that I could. So I just wanted to know if, like when do we learn how to do the one shot trading or something?
No, yeah. One shot trading. You can combine one shot and circle.
Yes.
You get?
Okay. Yeah.
You can do one shot and circle. Now, is it the signal that I don't know how to use?
Everything. I'm new, so I don't know what is going on at all. I'm lost. I just watch the bots every day.
Are you in challenge group 2?
I'm in 300 days challenge.
Which group? Is it 1 or 2?
I don't know. I don't know which one.
Check, confirm, because I want to drop a video there. That's what I'm saying. Confirm which group. Is it group 1 or 2? Just check.
This one just says 300 days challenge. RQTMI. There's no number.
So what's the last message there?
Last message is live now. After the Zoom meeting schedule, then live now.
Okay, I'm going to drop a video there.
Okay.
Take your time. Watch it A to Z. You will know how to use that signal. Okay, it's not possible for you. It's not possible for you to watch those videos and say you don't. No, it's not.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm going to check it out.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Next question.
Wow. All right, please, if you're just joining us, kindly mute your mic, because I see Chrysalis, I'm back. I can see Mr. Charles Ekong. If you can hear me loud and clear, please kindly unmute your mic and speak up.
Yes, sir. Good evening, Coach Mohammed. Good evening, Coach Salisu. Thank you very much for giving me the privilege to ask the question. I went through the Excel sheet and I noticed that Magic 5 has 50 magic and Magic 2 1 to 50 calls. So when we were told that we can do for example, macro, we bought 1 to 50 margin call. Now,
I think you should check your network. Your network, your voice is breaking. King Charles.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, sir. I'm saying that when I went through the spreadsheet today, I noticed that Magic 5 has 1 to 50 margin call. The same thing with
Magic 5 is 1 to 24.
It's 1 to 24.
Yes.
Okay. I think there is another magic that has 1 to 50. The same.
That's Magic 4.
Magic 2. Magic 2 is also 1 to 50, right?
Yes, that's Magic 4 and Magic 2 are 50-50.
Okay. So assuming I was on Magic 4, 1 to 50 margin call, because my accrue is 1 to 50 margin call, and it has bought all the 50 margin calls. And now do replenishment, I'm required to use Magic 2. Since Magic 2 is having the same 50 margin call, how do I go about it? Because it's the same. I was thinking it would be a different margin call that extends to maybe 150 margin call, or the other one that is 200. But if I'm using the same 50 margin call, but a different magic, how do one do that? That is my question.
Now, you are using Magic 4 and it has finished buying the margin calls. If you look at the settings from Magic 1 to 8, all the settings from Magic 1 to 8, the best magic to use to open margin calls if your coin has finished exhausting the margin calls that you are using to trade is Magic 2. Now, you are using Magic 4 and it has finished buying the margin calls up to 50. If you want to open margin calls, you will open from, if it is 50 margin call limit, you will make it 100. 50 plus 50, 100. You're already using 50. You're adding another 50, so it becomes 100. So you just go and continue from 51, 1%, up to 90, 1%. 91 to 100 will now be 2%. Then you will now follow up with 0.7, 0.7, 0.7 from 51. That's multiple buy-in ratio from the 51 core to the 100 core. Then you now go and check what is going to be the first buy-in amount, depending on the capital you're using to open margin call. That's all. Minimum capital to use to open margin call using Magic 2 is 525 USDT. Is that clear?
It's not very clear, sir. Okay, you said from 51, you have 1 in Magic 2. I should bring.
I said you are using Magic 4. If you are, for instance, for example, you are using Magic 4 to trade, and it has finished buying margin calls. I'm just giving I'm just saying a scenario. Let's say you are using Magic 4 to trade, and it has finished buying margin calls from 1 to 100. Sorry, from 1 to 50. Now you want to open margin call so that you keep making money, depending when the coin will recover and sell off. You are going to, if the margin call limit is already 50. Now you want to bring in another 50. So it's going to be 50 plus 50. That's 100. So in order to change, you change the margin call limit of that your coin that you're trading. Change the limit from 50 to 100. Now you will now go to margin configuration. Go to the first 51th call, put on the margin call drop on the 51th call, put 1% up to 90, up to 90th call, 1%. Then from the 91 to the 100, you put 2%. So you now you are done with the margin call drop. Then you go to the right hand side, which is multiple buy-in ratio. Change from the 51st call, put 0.7, 0.7 up to the 100th call. Now you need to change the first buy. First buy, it depends on your capital. You start editing that first buy pen until you see that the capital you want to use appear or close to it. If you edit the first buy, remember it is the first buy you'll be doing trial and error editing to see how you can get how you can get the capital you're going to use to open the margin call. If you have done that, you just go and edit the first buy, then you now save, and that's all. you now resume. But before you start opening margin call, you need to pause this trade. Once you have done, you now come back and resume the trade. Simple. That coin will keep making money for you continuously every single day, pending when it will now completely sell off. It cannot exhaust the margin call. Why? Because the coin is already on dip of -40 or -50. So it cannot go further to -60% because margin call magic 2 covers for 60% dip. That's very important. Take note of it.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Next person. Yeah, we're open for questions.
All right, Coach Salisu, I think I can see somebody raising up her hands. All right, Queen Lisa, if you can hear me loud and clear, please, you can unmute your mic and speak up.
Okay, yeah, I just finished speaking earlier. I wanted to say that I haven't seen the video on the group. I don't know if you shared it already.
Check, you see it.
Okay.
Have you seen it?
Yes, I have. Thank you.
Watch each one after the other. It doesn't matter if you know what the video is talking about. You cannot, it's not the way I did the video. There's no how you not get it. Except even if you don't get it, come back on this call. We in 2024, whether you like it or not on this call, as long as you are in our group, you must make money. Whether you like it, you must to make the money.
Thank you. All right. Thank you.
I have a question, sir.
All right, King Alabi, go on.
Yes, sir. Sir, you made mention of fundamental analysis. That is one of the tools people use to set up a trade, to know what is going to happen, they be able to predict it. Sir, can you shed more light on it? So that
because today
we know.
Yeah, that should be tomorrow and next tomorrow. Today is question and answer. We want to accommodate plenty questions. A lot of people have something disturbing them in their mind, but they are applying some of them. Even today, as I'm talking to you today, this morning, I was even furious that I was about to call the guy. I just felt that there's no point. There's no point because he invited we have people that have activated, right? But the upline just ignore them. Immediately they just collect the $30. They are not interested in even giving them the attention they need. This guy keep calling the upline. He's not even answering the call. He's not even calling back to reply to return the call. It's painful.
That's bad.
So this kind of people will not exit RoyalQ and now say RoyalQ is not working.
They even tell to be scammed.
Yes. So please, it's your responsibility. That's why RoyalQ is paying you. You don't need to stress yourself. If you cannot teach, just make sure you bring them to Zoom. Once it's time for Zoom, send the link to the person. You yourself, you have to be there too. Even if you're not going to listen, if the person is seeing you on the Zoom, he will become what? Serious, because you are also, as a leader, you are also showing what? Showing a good quality of a leader by being present there. All your team members, bring them to that group, let them attend. We don't care whether, like you know, Coach Mo and me, I don't care whether you're in my structure. So long as you are attending Zoom, but don't say you want to private chat me one-on-one. That will not work. Just make sure you attend Zoom. Once you attend Zoom, you ask your question. We will answer it in a way that you will have to understand it. Like this lady, Lisa. We don't care. As long as you come to Zoom and you ask your question, we will give you the answer. Forget if your upline is not available or not. It is your responsibility to learn this thing. Elon Musk work 17 hours every single 24 hours, every single day. That's why he's the richest person in the whole earth. What about you? You're working 8 hours for someone. Why can't you create 1 hour for your time, for your own business? So next person.
We have also tried to make this business as easy for everybody, as easy as you can think of for everybody. Why? Because we have videos now. We've created videos on our playlists, videos that anyone can just go and watch and have a full understanding of what we are teaching. Even if you don't understand everything, at least you need to also watch the video so that we can be on the same page, so that by the time you want to ask your questions, we can get it clear. But you cannot ask questions whereby you have not even gone to our channel to watch those videos we recommended for everyone, whether new or old members need to watch all those videos. They are short videos. We know people don't like watching long videos, so we tried our best to make it as short as we can. So please, if you are here tonight and you have not gone through those videos, they are playlists. Go and watch, take your time, watch those videos. Then you have an understanding. Like Coach Salisu said, it is your responsibility. You cannot just bring somebody to a business whereby you abandon that person. It doesn't look good at all. Please, let's change our mindset. Please, let's stop. If you are fond of doing so, please try to change that character, because it is very, very bad. All right, let me check on the chat box if I can get some questions over there. I can't see any person raising up their hands. Okay. I can't find any question on the chat box, but I can see someone raising up her hand. Queen Faith, if you can hear me loud and clear, please, you can unmute your mic. Thank you.
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, I have a question because starting this business, everyone has his or her own capital base. Some might join with $100, which is the minimum for trading. So in a situation whereby I have a little capital that I started with, let's say $200, and I enter trade with any of the two signals that is shared in the group, and the market started going deep for more than a week or heading to 2 weeks, and the value of that coin that I'm trading keeps dropping drastically, and I was told that Robot Q trades at 0 rate loss or something. So my question is, at what point, if the trade or the coin is going down, for example, BTC, I entered it at when it was at 47,000 something. Currently, it's at 40,000 plus. So at what point will Robot Q trade off for me to recoup my capital? Or what advice do you have for someone like me? Because I entered 2 trades and the 2 of them have been going deep, down for more than 1 week now. And that's the only capital I have. So does it mean that I will stay idle until that market retraces, or what? I just want an advice.
Number one question that I would ask, the BTC you're trading, you pick the signal yourself or you pick the signal from our group?
I picked it from the group. It was shared.
BTC is a coin that I dropped by myself on that group, 3.5%, right?
Yes.
Now, I will share my screen.
Okay.
Can you see my screen?
Not yet.
Coach Mo, can you see my screen?
Yes,
Yes,
it's
we can
up
see
now.
your screen.
Yes, we can see it, sir.
I'm going to open BTC. Now, this is BTC, 3.5%. Now, this is the reason why we use margin calls. Now, the coin has come down. And which magic you're using Magic 3. If I'm not mistaken, you said $200. It means you should be using Magic 3 for $100 per coin. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Now, if you are using Magic 3, you should be seeing soft sell. That's why I said at the beginning that if you are using any of our settings, it should be giving you money. Now, see, this coin has come down. You see it? The lowest it has gone is 12%. Every signal I drop on any RQT MI group, I have the signal in my head, and also I know the signal very well. Why? Because some people can come and challenge you. The reason why you see that I'm the only one that used to be responsible in posting signal, because we are responsible for people's money. People cannot come to a group and suffer to get money and come and put it on a signal, and the signal is not making sense. You get? That's why we see that we ensure that we follow the signal, so that if cases like this, we'll prove to you that if you have followed our instruction, you will be seeing results. Now, imagine you are using your magic 3. You should be seeing soft sell here.
Yes, sir.
If you are not seeing soft sell, I can challenge you now. I'm not seeing your screen, but I will challenge you that you are seeing soft sell on that BTC. If you think maybe what I'm saying is not right, everybody's on this call, share your screen.
You're right, sir.
So if you are seeing soft sell here, that's why we are using margin calls, so that you'll be seeing soft sell, pending when the coin will now go and sell off completely. Instead of waiting for the coin to completely sell off and you're not seeing anything, that's why we have margin calls from the 5th call to the 7th call if you're using Magic 3. There is no how Royalty will sell at a loss because you're trading spot market. It's not possible. Now, it is that soft sell that will be accumulating pending when you now sell off completely. So you just remain patient for the coin to recover. I just dropped an update on the group in the morning on BTC. BTC, we are looking at 31st of January when interest rate will be, the first interest rate of 2024 will be announced. You're hoping that the interest rate will be what? Minimum, less than or equals to 5.5. This will what? This will trigger investors to bring in big money. As you can see, BlackRock is buying the Bitcoin now. If you checked yesterday, BlackRock is buying this Bitcoin now because he knows that the coin is buying it cheap before the thing will go up. Maybe the Federal Reserve of US, they are going to start bringing down interest rate. If he has anticipated that, it means that why is he buying it now? Why is he buying now? He's buying now because it's cheap. But some people that don't understand, they'll be complaining, my coin is not selling. This is now that if you have more money, buy it. In fact, if you have more money, buy this BTC. This coin now, if you have more money, be buying it. Because when you now go up, you now make more money. When people are selling, that's when you should buy. When people are buying, that's when you should sell. You should be opposite of what? You should be in this market, crypto space. You need to be the opposite of what is happening in the market. Now, what's the name of the second signal?
Cake.
Cake.
Yes.
Cake is not my signal.
It was dropped in our group.
In your group, not RQTM.
Yes, I believe I'm not in your main group. The subgroup, it was dropped there.
I'm only responsible for the signal I dropped and for the settings that we are using. Because I don't know the setting.
Maybe you mean bake.
No.
Bake or cake?
Cake. C-A-K-E.
Cake is not my signal. And number 2. Cake is not my signal. And number 2, I don't know which setting you're using for that cake, but as long as you're using my setting, I'm responsible for it. Because I can't talk about somebody else's setting or somebody else's signal. Because I didn't go, I was not there when he picked the signal and dropped. But however, whatever group you got that signal from, as long as it's a leader that dropped that signal, that group is going to sell. You just need to follow the instruction of that leader. If the leader say, do this setting like this, don't go and say you want to use RQTMI setting for another person's signal. There is a reason why he is trading like that. And the reason why he say, use these settings, because that's what you use to make the money on the signal that he has dropped or he has dropped. Take note of that. Please don't use RQTMI settings for another signal. You need to use RQTMI settings for RQTMI signals because we have our style of trading. Any team you are using, whatever team you are, any team you are following, ensure you stick to their settings as well as stick to their style of picking the coin or pick their signal and trade with their settings so that you will see the result you desire. It is because we are the one that created our Excel sheet and we know how it works. That's why you see me, I prove it to you and I even share my screen now you are seeing. And you yourself can confirm that you are seeing soft sell. Even up till now, you are still seeing soft sell. You didn't see Softcell today? Queen.
Hello, sir.
The only reason if she's not saying Softcell is if we haven't sure that she enabled what's it called, sub-beam mode retime settlement, a strategy mode.
Yeah.
Did you enable that? Are you on sub-beam mode retime settlement?
I don't think so.
Maybe you should.
You see, I think we need to check out your settings very well. Check if it's on sub-beam mode retime settlement. That is the only way you can make money on the downtrend.
Can I share my screen? Is it possible? Because I don't know.
Yes, please. Let me make you a co-host so that you can do that. Just give me a second.
Okay.
Okay, Coach Salisu, you can let me do that. You're the host. Make her a co-host.
What's her name?
Faith Cookie.
All right, go on.
Okay. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So
you're not using margin call.
This is the BTC interface.
I don't know which you're not using margin call. I can see zero margin call.
I should go back or?
I said I can see zero margin call. Zero margin call. Number of call margin, I can see zero.
So I think, Coach, she did the manual replenishment. After the first buy, she did manual replenishment, so she didn't use margin call.
That's not how we trade.
This
is why if you are using category 1, there are 3 conditions. Please push that person. Please mute yourself so that the noise from your side will not disturb us. Guys, I'm very slow in responding to people's questions because I want to ensure that people that are listening will also get the answer and go and share with their team members. If you're on this call and maybe you're thinking that the answer I'm providing, maybe it's not your own turn, you don't want to pay attention. You don't know who will be join your team and then can ask you that same question. That's why you see anytime somebody asks a question, we are very slow in terms of responding to the person so that the person will be satisfied. Now, if you are using category 1 bull tactics, either it is magic 1, 3, or 5, it has to pick the margin calls. If you're using magic 1 or 5, you put 50% on the 5th call, and you have subscribed to the condition. That is to say, you have agreed that you're not going to make money downtrend. That's 1. Number 2, you have agreed that you remain patient for the coin to deliver. Number 3, you have agreed that you are going to, the take profit will be on 100% of your capital. On 100% of your capital, not on part of your capital. If you have subscribed to these 3 conditions, that's when you use magic category 1, bull tactics category 1. That video is there. If you don't subscribe to this condition, don't use it. Now, if you say, somebody said on this call, I think it's Osita, King Osita, he said that you are doing manual. No. This is not how it is. If you're using magic 3 on this, you change that second call to 50%. It has to pick margin call 1. And you're not going in with your money. You're going in with small first buy, which is $15. Immediately it picks. That's when you do manual replenishment so that it will reduce the floating loss. That's why the reason why you have that margin call 1 there, so that it will reduce the floating loss with big money when it's coming to buy the first margin call. As you can see, you have zero margin call. That's how it's done. And because you are not going to make money downtrend, why? If that's what you're using, I don't know. If that's what you're using, you can make money downtrend. The only way you can make money downtrend is to what? Open margin call and keep me enjoying, or you remain patient for the coin to deliver. I hope it's clear, Queen Faith.
Yes, sir. So at this point now, it cannot be readjusted. I have to be
You can
patient
adjust
till
it.
the.
If you have money, you can adjust it. Open margin call with margin call Magic 2, 50%, 50, that's 525 USDT minimum. Use it to open margin call. If you don't know how to do it, you can still, if you have it now, we can guide you on to do it. But if you don't have it, you have to remain patient for the country to deliver as of now.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
This cake, like I say, is not my, I don't know how you're trading it. I don't know which setting you're using. Can you open it? Let's see. You can see you're also not using margin, you're not using margin call. This is not our setting. So I'm not responsible. Whoever leader gives you this, it is working. As long as it's the leader of RareIQ and he's doing, he knows how to pick signal. He just asks for you. You just have to follow what he say, depending on the setting, and also follow his signal so that you see the result you desire. But don't use RQTMI setting for another signal. It has to be RQTMI signal because every team in RareIQ have their style of picking coin. Thank you.
Thank you,
Are you
sir.
satisfied? Are you satisfied,
Yes, sir.
Queen Faith?
Yes, sir.
All
Thank
right.
you.
You're welcome. Coach Mo.
All right. I believe her question has been answered clearly. I can see somebody raising up his hand. Treasure, if you can hear me loud and clear, please, you can unmute yourself and speak up.
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, please. My question is, I was told that people that are using small amount, like $100, they are not meant to enter 2 coins at the same time.
Yes,
How correct is that?
You're only made to trade only 1 coin.
Okay, but the last speaker now seems to be using trading 2 coins at the same time with the small money.
She's trading 200 and 100. 100 for 1 coin, 200 for another coin.
Okay, okay. All right, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right.
All right. The next person I'll be calling on is Sunday. King Sunday, if you can hear me loud and clear, please unmute your mic and speak up.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, thank you. I want to share my screen.
Coach Salisu, please help me make him a co-host.
Go on. Go on, you can share
Can
your
you see
screen.
my screen? I've
Yeah,
shared
we
it.
can
Can you
see.
see? Okay.
Yes, you can see.
I have these coins there, and they have all been deep. Sometimes it will almost reach, it will come down and peak again. So my concern is, I used the bull market strategy for some, and I didn't use it for some. For example, this one now, I didn't use the bull market strategy. I just used the direct RQTMI settings. Well, it has been notorious ever since more than almost 3 weeks now. It has all just been there, this big. So, what am I doing wrong, please? Is there anything I'm doing wrong?
Is that
Or
all? Go on.
is it the general condition, market condition, or is it has been there for 3 weeks now?
Big. When we drop
Yes,
signal
sir.
on the group, on that
Yes, sir.
signal, do you used to see that we say it will sell so day?
No.
But most of the signal you pick from the group, does it, most of them, not all, most of them, does it deliver quickly?
Yes. Not all.
Now, that's why I say most. I did not say all. I say most of them. Now,
Okay.
when you put bake is a signal I dropped on that group that is 5%.
Okay.
Bake has not delivered. It's still pending.
Okay.
Gala is not my signal.
Okay.
Bake is a signal that I dropped on that group. It's still pending, is yet to deliver. And
Okay.
anytime the signal deliver, you see me come back and type sold. Anytime you want to know whether a signal has delivered or not, immediately you see me type sold by myself is a signal that I've delivered, and I'll just remove it from my trading view and go and click on the icon. So
Okay.
you remain patient for Bake. Bake went deep, and the overall market as of today is deep. Why? Because CPI that was announced early January is bad. Unemployment rate that is supposed to be high is low. Everything is, all the fundamentals are going against crypto, meaning that it is an opportunity for people to buy cheap. I can see the only signal that I can see here that is of RKTMI is big.
Yeah, I also use a trading view to pick others.
Yeah, so I'm responsible for only RKTMI signal and RKTMI. If it is this big,
Yeah.
a lot of people
Okay.
on my team are also on this big. They're waiting for it. And this big will come back and do 60%. I'm not saying you should do it, go and change the take profit, but that's what it can do on the chart.
Maybe when it is about to, let us know so that we can adjust it quickly.
No, is you see on the signal is 5%. So just remain patient and it will deliver. If you want to keep making money on that big, open margin call.
Margin call is there. Okay, I should open margin call with Magic too.
I can see your margin call is switched off. Look at the current trade you just opened. It's switched
Yes,
off.
because it has exhausted my capital.
Oh, okay, I see.
And it's only those 4 calls that exhausted my capital. So I don't want to keep it messing up.
You can open margin
So
call and keep making on big. Are you
I don't have
satisfied?
capital to do that now.
Okay, if you don't have, remain patient for it to recover.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, let me go to the chat box. I can see a question over there. All right, Queen Josephine, if you can hear me, if you're still with us, you said when a signal is put on WhatsApp group at 12 noon and I am not available to use it at that time, what is the latest time to use it, please? Should I answer the question?
Yeah, go on.
All right, so if you can hear me, Queen Josephine, whenever we drop our signals, you need to take note of something very, very important, which is the preset price. The reason our signals comes with preset price is for you to make use of that preset price to enter the trade. So you have to look out for 2 things. Number 1, is the current price of that coin above the preset price, or is the current price below the preset price? I repeat, is the current price above the preset price, or is the current price below the preset price? So let's take the first instance. If the current price is above the preset price, it means you are going to be using the preset price to start that trade, meaning you are meant to buy low and sell high. That is how the robot has been designed. The robot always buys low and sell high. But if it is the other way around, whereby the current price is below the preset price, it means you are even getting it at a cheaper rate. That means you do not need to use the preset price. You need to start your trade at the current price. So when you come and see a trade was dropped around 12 noon, what you need to quickly look out for is, let me go and check what is the current price and what is the preset price. That determines if you are going to enter at the current price or the preset price. I hope your question has been answered clearly. If you can hear me, Queen Josephine. We also have a strategy to use if, in case you still want to enter that trade and the current price is already above the preset price. You can either reduce your take profit percentage, or you use the calculation. There's a formula we dropped so that you can reduce your take profits, and you enter at the current price. That is if you do not want to wait to use preset price. Just go back and watch that video. I've dropped 3 links on the chat box. Go back, watch those videos. They are very, very important. Everything you need to be successful in this business is all there on that playlist. All right, let me move on to the next question, please. All right, somebody is asking, which exchange can I use in Canada? We are really having issues with Canada and USA. Coach Salisu, for Canada, it is Huobi, right? We're using Huobi, that is HTX. The new name is HTX. For
Yes,
Canada,
for Canada,
if
you use Huobi for Canada, but if the person is in Nigeria, you need to register with the Nigerian identity. If the person is not in Nigeria, you should register with another country that allow the use of Huobi. And then you now register with that country's identity, not Canada identity. That way, even if you don't use VPN, you can be trading and you can be trading. So when you want to withdraw your profit, how do you do it to your local account? All you just need to do is to convert the money, that country that you use the identity. For example, if you're using Nigeria, you withdraw the money to your Nigerian account, then you now go to build the chain in that country that you are and now convert that naira to the country's currency. But for US, Coach Mo, I think you will talk about that. I think you have a team member in UK.
Yes, for UK, yeah, what that person needs to do, if for UK residents, you also need to ask them if they have documents for Nigerian, because they still need to use their Nigerian information to create an account. Though I think the last person we used in the UK, we have to set up her account. She used Huobi. Yes, I remember she used Huobi, but we had to use VPN. But I later realized that without VPN, it will still work. What you just need to do is let that person download the app on their phone and then at first you need a VPN, please, just for you to be able to do the KYC with her documentation or his documentation. After it has been verified, the KYC has been verified, then there is no need for you to make use of VPN anymore. So take note about that, using HTX, formerly known as Huobi. Okay, let me head back to those raising up their hands. All right, for the Excel sheet, someone is asking for the Excel sheet. Just request for the Excel sheet from the group you got the Zoom link from. It's going to be shared with you on the group, please. Take note. All right, somebody is raising up his hand. So let me quickly. King, okay, if you can hear me loud and clear, please, you can unmute your mic and speak up.
Hello.
Yes, hello,
Yeah,
good evening.
you.
We can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I greet the host and the host and everyone on the platform. I'm a new member.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So, and then so far, I think most of the questions that I've been hearing have been like the revisions to most of the video that I've watched, and then it's a refresher. So I really appreciate that. But the question I want to ask in some of what I've heard, the host mentioned severally in answering the question is my signal. So how do I identify the signal that I need to use? That is Arukite my signal for that will go with the Excel design given to us on the platform. Thank you.
That's all. It's not my signal. It is RQTMI signal.
Okay.
You get. Now, I'm not saying our signal. No. It is because the group we created, Challenge Group 1, Challenge Group 2, we are responsible for anything we drop on that group that people go and put their money to trade. That's why we're very careful and we know everything we drop on that group. Somebody cannot go and suffer for money. It's not easy. We know how the economy is. If you are in Nigeria or any country you are, we know how the country is and everywhere inflation. Somebody cannot go and suffer to get money. And you now come and send something that will not work for you. That's why we are so much, we are so much careful in terms of how we send signal, in terms of ensuring that people use the settings. Because if you followed our instruction and you understand it, you will keep seeing the kind of result you desire. I'm not saying that any team you are, if you follow the leader and you follow their setting, it works. But the question now is, most people that are on those groups, a lot of them don't want to attend Zoom and they don't want to watch videos and they want to make money. They want to be like Elon Musk. They want to be like CZ. They want to be like Mark Zuckerberg. They want to be like Warren Buffett. Is that what they are doing? I just said it a few minutes ago. Elon Musk, go and Google it. If you can even Google it now and check by yourself. Elon Musk, the last time I checked, he works 17 hours every single day. While we, as a working class person, we work 8 hours every day for somebody else, not even for ourselves. Why not create 1 hour for yourself or 2 hours for yourself every single day to understand this business? I'm not talking to you, the person that asked question. I'm talking in general. Now, the reason why we are so much talking about RQTMI signal is because we are responsible for anything we drop on that group. Somebody will come back and say, hey, look at this signal, it didn't work. You will now show, look at it, we'll come and show you on the chat. But if it's not our signal, can we come back and say, can we prove it to the person? No, we can't. And that will not speak well for us. It won't speak well of us. Like this lady that is trading BTC now, when she talked about the BTC, if not because it was RQTMI signal I dropped on that group, can I come and defend myself? Will I be able to challenge her that she's not? You can see, even if I'm not seeing her screen, I know what is happening on that signal. You can see I challenged and I defended myself. But imagine if it was not our signal, can I defend myself? Now, this is why we are saying that if you are using RQTMI signal on our group, if you are using it, you must ensure you follow the settings so that you will see the result you desire. Any group you are, you got the group you got this link from. That is the group we used to send the link, the signal. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Can I ask one more question?
No, go on, you're free. That's why we say everybody is free to ask questions. And the answer we're providing to you will also help some other people to listen and get the answer and go and share with their team. That's why it's good for us to have this people who will listen and get the answer, get answer to the question and go and send the answer to any of your team members. Go on.
Okay. Thank you very much. That answer is very clear. My second question is you mentioned on withdrawing the coin the other time. Although I'm not after withdrawing coin for now. My ambition for now is just to learn and understand the business, and then, if possible, increase my stake in it. I register my Binance using my Nigeria information and the likes. So, although currently I'm not in Nigeria, so in case if I want to, or if I'll get to a point, probably I want to withdraw. Would there be a video on that, or there's a way I will need to go about it?
If you don't understand how to do it, you can still come on Zoom.
Okay.
Whatever country you are, if you want to withdraw, you withdraw to your Nigerian local account.
Okay.
Then you now go to Bureau de Change in that country that you are. There is always a Bureau de Change in any country. You go to the Bureau de Change to change that your Naira to that country's currency.
Okay.
There's no country that don't have Bureau de change.
Okay.
When I say Bureau, I'm talking about BDC. BDC.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much.
If you still don't understand how to do it, anytime you're ready to withdraw, just target us. Friday is question and answer. Come and we share your screen. We'll do it live.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right. I can see Abdul Shakur. Abdul Shakur, if you can hear me, please, you can unmute your mic and speak up.
Yes, good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, I have a question. Actually, it is regarding the Excel sheet, because I'm in a group where we ask for it, but it is not provided. And another thing, they don't give us signals. We are in a group. If we ask for Excel sheet, the admin is saying that he does not have access to get it. So if it is in the group where I can get it, or you provide me with the link where you can download it.
Coach Mo, can you respond to it?
All right. So if you're in a group whereby the admin is not responding to your questions, please, you need to ask another person. There must be somebody else you know on that group. Reach out to that person and request for whatever you need. Because you have tried, you are still not getting results.
No one is responding.
Which of the group do you belong to? Is only one group? We have several groups where we post information to. So let me know which of the group, apart from the one you are currently you're talking about, which other group do you belong to, please? The name, I just need the name of the group. Your audio is breaking. I think your network is not clear.
Royal Q Signals. Is Royal Q Signals.
Royal Q Signals.
Yeah.
That's not our group.
No, it's not our group. Is that the only group you are currently?
Yeah.
We have RQTMI Signals, not Royal Q Signals.
Can you please drop me a link to the group?
No, we don't share links on group on the chats. What you need to do is you need to reach out to any of us to be added to one of those groups. Are you on the Team Builders group? Team Builders group, RQTMI Team Builders group.
No. I got the link to this presentation from that group of Royal Q Signals.
Please reach out to your upline. That Coach Salisu and Coach Moose said you need to be added to other groups to get other informations, because it is his responsibility to provide you with all the information that you need to be successful in this business. So I see no reason why he should not share you those informations that you need to have access to, because it is very, very important. So reach out to your upline. Okay, tell your upline that Coach Mo and Coach Salisu said. Can you hear me, please?
If possible, I have dropped my. I can hear. I have dropped my number in the chat. You can provide me with it, because I've tried several times, but it's not responding.
All right, it's fine. You are going to be added to the group. Why. You are going to be added to the group. It's fine. Hello. Not to worry about that. You are going to be added to the group.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. All right, King Abubakar, before I move on to the chat box, let's take your question. King Abubakar, if you can hear me loud and clear, please, you can proceed.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
All right, thank you. I am currently in the United States, and I registered my Binance using Nigeria address. But before I left, there was a change in address. My residential address changed. And recently, Binance sent me a request to do a re-verification, my proof of residential address. So I got my utility bill because that was what was requested, part of the document required. So I got it from my family, they sent it to me. So I used that, but unfortunately it was rejected by Binance. So my challenge now is that they are requesting for a proof of residential address, and I have changed address with the original address I registered with them. So what is your advice regarding that? And obviously I cannot use my US address because of obvious reason. Yeah.
Okay, this is what you do.
Okay.
To my own understanding, that verification they want you to do, it is not compulsory, it is optional. True or false?
Okay, they said I have 30 days. If I don't do it, my account will be restricted to either withdrawal or something.
All right, so this is what you do. Reach out to me. I can help you on that. Just reach out to me. I am going to do something about that. Just reach out to me, please.
All right.
You can just ask for Coach Mo on the chat, then reach out to me, and I'll do my possible best to help you get that fixed as soon as possible.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. All right, let me move to the chat box. If I can see some questions there. All right. If you can hear me, King Kenny, if I buy more coin in the deep season, will it reduce the coin negative number? My accrual is on minus 52.90%. Will the buying of more coin cause the negative sign to go down to, say, maybe minus 21.78? Coach Salisu, what do you have to say about this?
How much is in accrual?
All right, I think we'll need to call him to unmute his mic. King Kenny, if you can hear me, please unmute your mic so that it is going to be we're going to hear from you one-on-one. It will be better for us to answer your question that way. So King Kenny, if you can hear me loud and clear, please unmute your mic. Let us hear from you one-on-one.
Okay, I've done that, sir.
How much is in accrual?
Awesome.
It has $510.
If you add another 510, what's the floating loss?
The floating loss is about around two. Sorry, 1 minute. Let me just check.
The percentage, not the value.
Okay, the percentage. All right. Sorry, this is taking. Okay. Okay, the percentage there is $43, minus $43.
No, not the value, the percent, floating return rate.
Okay, the return rate here is sorry. The return rate here is minus 43.21%.
Okay, so that's 43 now. If it's percent, or if you're sure of what you're saying and it's in percent, now you have $510. If you inject another 510, it will reduce that 43 by 2. It will reduce the floating loss by 2. So it will change you to 21.5%. Now, the total USDT that will be on the coin now will be 1,020. There was a 510 before you inject another 510. So everything will now be 1,020 at a floating loss of 21.5. Now, if you want to slash that floating loss of 21.5 by half again, you need to inject another 1,020. So it will now change the floating loss from 21.5 to 10.5. If I'm not mistaken, 10.5. So if you want to slash it again further, that 10.5 by half, everything that on your coin will now be 2,030. Yes, 2,040. If you now inject another 2,040, it will now slash that 10.5 to 5.5. So everything on the coin will now be what? 4,080. So which means at the point of 5.5, any price, you just change the take profit of the ACRO, change it to, let's say, 3% or 4%. So if ACRO does do 10%, you'll be out and it will give you good profits because you have good USDT on it. That's how you reduce floating loss. I'm not even seeing your screen, but I know what I'm telling you. That's what you see if you do it.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I think I've really taken note of that, and I think I'll work on it.
If you don't have capital,
I'll work on it.
Okay, go on. Yeah. Okay. All right.
I'll work on it because currently it has even dropped to minus 43.21. That's the return rate.
Okay, that's fine. So that's what will happen if you do what I asked you to do.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah.
You're welcome. Yeah.
All right, so I can see a lot of requests on the chat box to be added to the group. I'll do that as soon as we're done with this session. I'll add all of you one after the other. All right. I can also see someone is raising up her hand. Queen Katana, if you can hear me loud and clear, please, you can unmute your mic and speak up.
Hello.
Yeah, Queen, good evening.
Yes, please. Good evening. I'm sorry. It's my second time to use Zoom. I didn't intend to raise my hand. I'm trying to switch it off, but it can't go.
Oh, okay. Let me help you do that then. It's fine. Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you.
All right. King Nelson, you can unmute your mic and speak up.
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, the coaches and other members in the house. Thanks for always holding this section to educate us. I really, really appreciate all your efforts so far. So, I have a question. In the series of meetings and Zoom calls that we've been attending, there was a particular Zoom call that I attended. I think it's actually one of the leaders, not in Nigeria, actually. I think one of the West African countries or so. So she actually shared a kind of nuggets on how to reduce the floating loss. So I want to ask, is it advisable for one to adopt that style? So what she said was, if your floating loss is actually increasing and as soon as it gets to probably minus 10, or maybe you can peg your own benchmark at minus 15. So she advised that it's always good to pause the trade. So when you pause the trade, then you'd keep watch on probably other platforms like Binance or probably the TradingView to see how well the coin is doing, like almost every day. So if the market now turns and started having a bullish run, then you can now start the trade back. So I want to know, do you advise that we should adopt that style? Because for someone that's his losses, his floating loss will become very cumbersome and he might not have capital to increase the margins, just like you just explained, and to reduce the floating loss? Can somebody adopt that style instead of having a large floating loss?
Pausing the trade or not pausing the trade cannot change that floating loss. She's just saying you should pause the trade so that when the coin pump massively, you should be in good profit for you. When you now come and start the trade, you now see the robot. Even before you start the trade, you can even change the take profit. For example, you are in a floating loss of 40%, for instance. And let's give an instance. Remember that floating loss is not a permanent loss. Unless, I repeat, in capital letters, in quotes, unless you use your finger and command RoyalQ to sell it at a loss, it can never sell at a loss. Now you're in a floating loss of 40%. Now you can decide to pause the trade because you don't have capital and you want to enjoy good profit. When you start seeing the market, BTC going up, in fact, you don't even need to focus on the coin. Just be looking at it. Anytime you see BTC, just do massive pump, rise. Every coin must go up. That's the king of the jungle. So if the coin now pump to, let's say it does 70% or 30%, no, sorry, let's say it does 70%. 70% that it do, if you take out your floating loss of 40 from that 70, is 30%. And if your take profit is already 5% on that coin, as you pause it, you start, if you pause it, it will go to 30% floating profit, but it will not sell. You see it on RoyalQ, but it will not sell it. It's just showing you, but it will not sell because you have not started the trade. So before you start it, you just go and edit the take profit from that 5% to 10% or 50%, depending on you. Then you now start. When you start, you now sell and give you a profit of 15%. That is a tactic for you to enjoy good profit, not for you to reduce the floating loss.
Okay. I understand.
The best magic, if you have our Excel sheet template, the best magic to use to open margin call, if you don't want to apply what I just shared with this guy that just talked before you, if you don't want to go by manual replenishment, which I just showed him, that guy, if he's still on this call, he can also apply the second tactic by opening more margin call, 50 using Magic 2. If he or she, if you're already on 20 margin call on Magic 1 and it has finished exhausting the margin call, or any other trade that you are, and you want to keep enjoying minting serious good money downtrend, you can decide to use Magic 2 to open margin call. Just like I shared with King Charles, that was trading, he has 50 margin calls and he has finished exhausting it. You just go and use Magic 2, add to that 50, that's 100. Then you just follow the margin call drop and multiple buying ratio and edit the first buy depending on his capital, and to start buying and selling for him, for you, pending when it will completely sell off. Or you go through this second right I just told this guy that I say you should do manual replenishment till it finish buying, till it finish reducing the floating loss. When it does, there is a small spike, it will completely sell off if it's on one shot. I hope you understand.
Yeah, I understand. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you so much for that, Coach Salisu. If for those who joined late, this session is being recorded, so you have nothing to worry about. All you just need to do is to go back to our YouTube channel and watch the replay. That is the reason why we keep recording our sessions every time we are live. All right, let me quickly check if you have questions. I can't see any questions for now. Please, if you have questions and you want to speak up, you can just raise up your digital hand so that you are going to be able to unmute yourself and speak up. We are open for questions, please. Ask your questions. You need to ask questions. The more questions you ask, the more you keep learning and the more confident you get on the business, because questions, somebody who asks questions will never get lost in this business. So please ask questions, as many as you can. We are waiting.
As you know that today is not a day of teaching. That's why we don't just want to accommodate as many questions as possible because we found out that a lot of people that leave ROYAQ is because they don't know ROYAQ. There's no how you have ROYAQ. The same application that is on your phone is what somebody used to make $800,000, which is 800 million, more than 800 million naira in Nigerian currency in just the space of 3 years. And that account is still minting minimum 3 million every week. This is not trading, no. This is not trading result, though. This is team affiliate result of ROYAQ. Every week, minimum 3-4 million every week. My brother, my sister, is it not time for you to wake up and take this serious and understand?
Somebody asked me a question, Coach Cyrus. He said that why is it that we always talk about the affiliate part of this business? The truth is, we are not saying it is compulsory. It is optional. We all know that it's optional. But the reason why you think you don't need to do that is because you don't understand the business yet. When you understand this business, the way you need to understand it, you won't even know when you start telling people about the business because you have that confidence. There's nothing like having a confidence when you know the business very well. You can sell it, you can teach people, you can duplicate. So majority of people who quit this business or who leave fast, who give up fast to this business is because they don't have time. They don't want to pay attention. They don't want to learn. They don't want to sacrifice. So I see no reason why you should be in a business and you cannot give that business time. Just like paying school fees and you're not attending lectures. How can you pass? How will it work? This is the easiest business I've seen so far. It is so easy. Even RQTMI try their best to make this easy for everybody to understand. But still, people are still finding it so hard to pay attention, which I really don't know why. Maybe personal reasons, but well, it is not a reason because you need to be responsible. If you really want to become that wealthy and you want to be financially free, if you want to achieve those goals, those New Year resolutions, and you are not ready to pay the price, so what else do you want us to do? We have tried our best. We have tried our best. So please ask questions, keep learning, keep showing up, no matter what, keep attending Zoom sessions.
I think I will say two things just in addition to what Coach Mo just said now. The meeting is supposed to end 10:30. But I'm looking at if there are plenty of questions, we don't mind. We can force ourselves. I don't know whether Coach Mo will agree, but it's also in 7 minutes the meeting is supposed to end. But before that, I will say two things, and I think some of you will sleep with it. CZ, the owner of Binance, and even Elon Musk himself. I will start with CZ. He's 47 years old. 47. He was born 1977. I have read his profile, A to Z of it. He was born 1977. 47 years old man is the richest man in cryptocurrency in the whole 9 planets. What made him rich? Let me tell you what made him rich. Some of us here, pick your calculator. If you have your calculator, just pick your calculator. When ROYAQ, when you immediately you tap start, remember that Binance has plenty markets. It has spot market, P2P market, future market. There are other things that are involved where Binance used to make money. But let's just talk about the spot market alone. Spot market alone. Coach Mo, can you hear me?
Yes, that one clear, Coach Allison.
Let's just talk about the spot market. Immediately you tap on start on your trade. If your first buy is $15, you see that the first buy will change to 14 points. That's if you don't have BNB as leftover on your Binance, the ROYAQ, the Binance will take 0.03 cent from that first buy, which is $15. You now see 14.8 or 14.9 as your USDT on that coin. But when you have BNB, you don't see the same $15. What am I trying to say? Binance, the last time I checked, I think early this year, early January, the total number of users of Binance is 170 million. 170 million. As of last year, it was 150. Now it was what now is 170 million, if not more. Now imagine, you don't have to close your eyes to imagine anyway. Imagine 50 million people. You know, spot market is a market that a lot of people want to trade because they don't lose money there. Imagine 50 million people purchase coin. Binance has more than, I think, 600 coins so far. Last time I checked, it's 600 coins. I think it should be more than that. So now I don't know. Now, imagine 50 million people purchasing a coin in 1 minute. This thing happens more than 10 times or 20 times per person. Imagine you purchase 50 million people purchase the coin and Binance is taking 3 cents in 1 minute. 50 million. Do the maths. 50 million times 3 cents. That's 1.5 million every minute. And this man is lying down in his house. You don't need to stress himself. 1.5 million every minute. That is why Binance was able to pay that the highest fee that has been paid by any financial any business owner, the highest fee
without shaking
in the history of mankind. It's not in the history of this generation. Since they created this world, no any financial institution, no any business owner had paid that kind of fund that SEC asked Binance to pay because of the case they had with the Binance. Binance paid it and nothing happened to the exchange.
Without shaking.
And they are still using it and nothing happened. This is why Binance is making that money. $1.5 million every minute. Which job can give you? To the world end, no job can give you that money. No any 9 to 5 job can give you that money. Every minute. Because of what? This is what Royal Q has seen. This is what TZ has used. And he spent 6 years to build this system for himself and for his whole generation till death. And this is what Royal Q users have seen. And they decide to replicate that same thing in an application. And this is what James Makara, if you know him, his name is James, the only male African male V6 in the world. This is what he saw in Royal Q, and he decided to run with it. Like his life depends on it. Until today, he's still minting money for him. Now you have a team member of, let's say, 5,000. Let's not even go far. Let's say you have a team member of 1,000. 1,000. And you are making 0.00001. 0.0001 from everybody every day. Because you taught them, you nurture them, you spend your whole time, you bring them to Zoom, they understand and they are trading. You make 0.0001 from every member times 1,000. That is 0.1. I repeat, 0.001 times 1,000. That's $1.
That is $1.
That is $1. You are making $1 from everybody every single day, or let's say every 12 hours. That's $2 every day, and that's $2, right? That's $2 every day. What did you do? You did not do anything because you just taught them how to trade. $2 every day. That's $60 every month. Sleeping in your house and cashing out $60. Nothing. You are not ready. Now imagine if your team member is more than that. This is what we are talking about. And that person will keep thanking you because you have nurtured him and he's seen results. Remember that the owner of Binance spent 6 years, not 3 months. Some of us will start reacting, I want to blow in the next 3 months. This guy spent 6 years to build that system. And that's why even if you get a job today, you cannot blow in the next 3 months. It will take another years for you to blow. So if it's a job, the same thing with royalty, you cannot blow in the next 2-3 years, 3 months, except you already have a community. So, like we say, this is not a too much talk. We don't even Elon Musk himself. It is because people are buying his Tesla car. That's why he's making money. Go follow him on Twitter. You see what he's posting every day, posting about his business. But most of us here, we just don't want to show. We don't want to put it on WhatsApp status. We don't want to show that.
The richest people in the world sell something. Just do your research. They all sell something. So how do you want to become rich when you don't have something to sell?
So thank you very much. Ask your question. Go on.
Yes, I can see somebody raising up his hand before we round up for tonight. If you can hear me, Queen Oladele, Temitope, Queen Temitope, if you can hear me, please unmute your mic.
Yes, boss. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, long time.
Yes, so well done, sir. Thank you so much for always dropping all these gems for us. We are really, really grateful. And yeah, I believe everyone who has heard you this night again would go back home and, re-strategize on how to do RoyalQ big time. So my question is, there is this colleague of mine. So I was telling him, these Oyinbo people now, they want to understand everything in total. So I was discussing with him, and he said, who are the creator of RoyalQ? That if we don't know them, how can we trust them? So that question was a bit big for me. So I really don't know how to answer that. And I also have Coach Salisu, I know you've been busy, and then because the new rank and the congratulatory messages are too much and all that. Congrats again. I asked you a question recently. Maybe you can answer here, and somebody can also learn that. One of my downlines, she lost access to her Gmail account, and then when she lost her phone, and then she had to re-log into everything, so she couldn't remember her Gmail password. And then when she tried to sign into RoyalQ, they sent code to her Gmail, but she can't access the Gmail, so she's really stuck and does not know what to do. And then I also have a lot of clients in the US, Canada. I still have that issue. I don't know which extent to really give to them. All of them are saying they don't want to use VPN, and then those that are not Nigerians, they are saying, okay, how can they come in? So I'm still having that issue with them. But I heard that Coach Mo, you said somebody should message you, so I will also message you concerning that. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much.
Coach Salisu, let me answer the first question, then you can answer the second question.
Okay, sir.
Can I proceed?
Go on. Yeah, go on.
All right, so we all know that RoyalQ, whether we know the founder or not, it is not really, really important. Why? Because our money is in our custody. But it is still good, at least we should have the knowledge, or we should know who owns the software, because it is a software.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the name of the founder is Chi Kwang Ouyang. Chi Kwang Ouyang. It is from China. It was originated from China, and he is the Chief Executive Officer, which is the CEO of RoyalQ.
Okay.
I'm going to drop it on the chat box. Chi Kwang Ouyang. He is the founder of RoyalQ, which is the Chief Executive Officer.
Okay.
So you can get back to that person who asked that question. Let him know the reason why it is really not important. But if he wants to know, why not share the name? He can also do his own research. Okay. The reason why, because some people want to just get all those informations intact before they get started. So I understand with that person. So please get back to that person and let him know the name, and tell him also that your capital is not with RoyalQ, so that he will have that knowledge. So that he will have that confidence in the software. Just let him know that it is a software that we are renting, or we are paying for to use for 1 year, and it is connected to our Binance account. So it has nothing to do with our capital. It is Binance that everything happens. It is a reflection of what is happening in Binance that is showing on RoyalQ.
Yes.
All right, so let me drop it for you on the chat box so that I can just save it on your archive. All right, I've done that.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. So you can proceed, Coach Salisu, please.
Concerning the email, the only way you can do it is to modify the email. But even if you want to modify the email, you still have to get a code that will be sent to your email. So
Yes.
I think I know that lady. I think her name is Jessica, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
She once
yes.
started me up, and I was telling
Yeah.
her that we'll have a Zoom session. Maybe you can chat her up, you, her, and Coach Mo. We can do a Zoom session to see how we can find a solution to it. But however, we will try our best, because if you cannot find that solution, that account is gone. But chat us up. We'll create time to do a Zoom session and see how we can help out in our own little way.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you for your words for your congratulatory message. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. Yeah.
The last question for the exchange for US and Canada, guys.
Okay, yeah. US, if you're in Canada, is the person in Nigeria?
Yes, they are Nigerians, but
yes, I have a Nigerian in Canada that is trading with $20,000 on his Huobi account and is not using VPN. But you create account with Nigerian identity.
I told them they are all hesitating. Okay.
You don't need BVN. And when you want to withdraw, just withdraw to your Nigerian local account. Then you now go to BDC to convert the money to Canadian dollar if you're in Canada.
Okay.
I have somebody that is doing it.
Okay, sir. Thank you. I will cut this voice and then send it to them so that they will hear from you directly.
Okay. That's fine.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, so Coach Mo, I think we're done for today, right?
Okay, okay. I can still say if there's no time, if time is not by our side, then we can just we can end the session for tonight. I can see two persons raising up their hands.
Let's ask them to on it.
Okay, if you can hear me loud and clear. Oh, that person has dropped his hand. Lisa Bright, you have something to say? Queen Lisa, can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, I can hear you. In fact, I had a lot of questions, but as you know, questions kept coming and coming, everything has left my head. So I'm just going to ask one. Yes, really, I had a lot of questions. So I guess next time I'm just going to write them down. I was hoping I would be called earlier.
Okay.
The group I'm in right now that says 300-day challenge. I want to know, please, how many days have elapsed? Hello?
Okay. Okay,
yes,
you say no, we target 300. It was just the name that we used when we started last year. It was just the name we tagged that group with. It's not as if we are following the right?
Oh, yes. Okay. Okay, I remember another question. So I watched some videos earlier, like this morning. I really did not understand what was going on, but out of curiosity, I downloaded TradingView, and I saw there were steps, some signals, some graphs. So I really did not know what was going on there. So I just want to ask, please, because it seems like the videos I watched are steps to learn how to trade or something. So do we need those videos if we are just going to be picking signals from the group, or how does it work? Do I have to download TradingView, or do I have to just wait and learn and pick signals that are shared in the group?
There are 4 categories of people.
I'm lost there.
So I think I'll use this question. The answer to this question, I'll use it to end this session. There are 4 categories of people. Number 1 person, I am busy. I'm too busy over somebody. I'm too busy. I don't have the time. Just go and get 13,125 USDT and put it and trade it RQTMI 25 volatile coins. Trade it, put it on Circle. To hell with TradingView. You don't need to download TradingView. You don't need to know anything. The only thing you need to know is how can you withdraw and spend your money.
Okay.
That's the only thing you need to know. To hell with TradingView, you don't need to know anything. You don't need to know any candles. You don't need to know any chart. You don't need to know any indicators. In fact, you don't even need to download the TradingView. Just put it on Circle and you keep making plug and play. Oh,
Okay.
brother, this profit I'm making 5% in a month of 13,125. I want more. The money is small. I want more. Trade the whole of the 79 coins with $41,475 per USD, if I'm not mistaken, using Magic 2. Put it on Circle. Then goodbye. You don't need anything. You don't need any chart. You make minimum 5%. Just learn how to withdraw your money. That is category 1. I'm too busy. I don't have time. I don't have the time. In fact, you don't even need to join our group. You don't even need to come and know anything about what is the features of what is robot all about. You don't need to know anything. All you just need to do is how much do you make, withdraw it and go and spend. That's one. Category 2, I want to know more because this one shot gives me more money than Circle. Yes. But
Yes,
I don't want to be the one to generate the signal. I don't want anything like indicators. I don't like seeing lines. I hate it. I don't want it in my life. But I want to just be pick the signal and trade. Anytime the signal is posted anywhere it's posted in the group, I'll just pick it and trade. Pick and trade. I have a team member like that. She's working in this Abuja. She's collecting good signal. Anytime her signal says, she don't want to know anything lines. She'll just chat me up, pick the signal, and that's all. You will see it on the group, posted on the group, pick it and trade. Simple. Because you're trading one shot, you make more money than some. Those kind of people, I don't want to generate signal. That is the second category. Third category of people, my brother, my sister, I want to learn this skill. Because if I learn this skill, I can teach it to my son, my first son, I can teach it to my wife, or my husband, anything in my family. If they know these six skills, if they have this skill, they can run with it and they can use it to be making money by themselves without waiting for signal in the group. I want to learn this. Come and attend Zoom meeting or watch our YouTube videos on stochastic, secret of stochastic RSI, secret of Auto Fibonacci, secret of Bollinger Band, how TMI3 indicator tactics. Master the skill, know how to pick coin by yourself, or come on Zoom and learn it. If you master the skill, you sit in your house with your capital, your good capital, you mint the salary of anybody in the world. Any money you want, you can use it to mint. It all depends on how much are you trading with.
Okay.
You get. Fourth category of people, which is number 4. I don't want anything like indicators. I don't want anything like lines, but I like numbers. I can learn with numbers. I can pick signal with numbers. Can I pick signal with just looking at chart percentage numbers? Yes, you can. Anytime you see RQTMI volatile coin, 25 volatile coin, anytime you see any one of them showing minus 3%, use the default setting of the Excel sheet to trade it. Simple. And you don't go beyond 3%. Simple. That's all. So whatever category of person you are, it is you that's stopping yourself from making money. Thank you.
Okay. But so how does one become any of these categories? Because I'm really lost and I want to learn.
Okay,
so
what kind of what do you want
tomorrow?
What do you want to you don't want to learn anything? You want to learn. No, which one do you want? I just mentioned 4. Which?
Yes, so I want to learn how to pick the trades. Like I want to learn. I've tried to trade in the past, but I always lost the money because I didn't know how to trade. But here I see that
you're not trading,
one
because you're
shot
not trading spot.
is
That's why you're losing money, because they're not trading spot money.
Okay, so here I see that they one shot, you make more doing one shot. I'm on cycle. I want to learn one shot. I want to be able to pitch because if
I think we lost her. Okay. Yeah.
It seems we lost our Coach Salisu.
Yeah, exactly. So if you want to learn, keep attending our Zoom session. Next tomorrow is for technical analysis. I think we for a long time, for a while now, we've not been doing because of all the activities we're trying to see that we keep things in place. That's why we've not been about. Tomorrow, we will have time for you guys. Come and learn by yourself, know it by yourself with time. However, if it's your first time, you need to take time consistently to attend. It's not as if you just come today, you say you want to know it today. No. You take something home. Tomorrow when you attend, you take another one. When we meet again, you keep taking until you master it yourself. Remember that this is your job. I think so. There's one pastor that say your job is not your work. Your job is what you are paid to do. Your work is your work is what you are born to do. You will never become successful with your job. And you and I know that. No any billionaire in the whole world. Go and Google top 100 richest men in the whole 9 planet. None of them is a salary earner. None of them are salary earner. So this is an eye opener for you to take this business tip, because it's a business that you don't need anybody to supervise your work. Everything is done your smart. Anywhere you are, even if you are in your workplace, you can still open your data and check what's going on. That's why it's important for you to pay attention to understand it. Like I say, I'm still saying this. You don't need to know anything if you have capital. Just put it on Taco and go and continue your work. You don't need to be looking at any training and that. If you have the capital, we'll set it up for you 13,125 or 41,475. Put it on Taco and you go and do what you want to do, and we're minting money for you. Simple. Thank you very much for attending this session. Please pardon me, King Kenny and King Richard. I will not be able to respond to this question because this meeting is supposed to end 10:30. Next time we meet, come with your questions. Come, any of your team members that is having questions you cannot respond to, come next week Friday. We will try as much as possible to respond to it. Thank you very much for attending this session. We really appreciate your presence. Always remember the words of Warren Buffett. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. Thank you. Coach Mo, over to you.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time. Like I said, for those who could not make it early enough to start the session with us, the recorded session is going to be uploaded on the YouTube channel. So find time to go back to the YouTube channel to watch the recordings. All right, so let's allow you guys from here. We'll say good night from here. Then you can unmute yourself as well and say good night to everyone. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Good night.
Good morning from my end. Yeah, good morning already. Thank you all. Good night. Appreciate it.
God bless you all. Good small and good Salisu. Thanks,
Thank you. Good night from Canada.
Thank you very much.
Good morning.